to the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather.
Cathedral of Shadows, Megami Tensei Podcast. My name is Rasen.
I'm Katsu.
And we are going to talk about a lot of news today, because we missed last week because we tried and failed horribly to read emails and entertain you all. So, if you didn't see the original announcement, basically we can't really read every single email anymore. It's not meeting our quality standards, I guess, or we get enough repeats or just enough questions that we can't form a good conversation over now, that we kind of need to pick and choose what we read. So that's kind of sad, but hopefully it makes the show better overall. So yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Also, please keep sending emails then. Once again, our email account is cathedralofshadows@gmail.com. Send us any question. Doesn't even need to be Mega 10 related, just...
Yes, please understand.
Please understand, and please email, please.
Please.
So yeah, how was your 2-week break without a podcast recording?
I was busy playing Conception too, so I didn't really notice.
Oh, you have a lot of fun with that?
Yeah, it's fun. Despite how bad reviews is getting because they say the game is sexist.
How in your opinion, does it ever cross the line, or is there anything that you would say is a little iffy in terms of the
Well, there was the beach, but outside of the beach, well, it wasn't really a beach. They just went to a pool, and you know what happens when anime and pools and water come together.
Oh.
So you're outside of that, everything's been outside of that, and like the dialogue, I guess. I mean, like
the dialogue part of the game.
The dialogue is probably the best dialogue seen in a while. It's kept me entertained, very entertained. But it's not borderline sexist or anything. It's not sexist or anything like that. It's just perverted humor.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to take itself seriously, which is nice, I guess.
Of course not. The game's Conception.
Yeah.
It's not going to take itself seriously.
Man, it seems like it wasn't that long ago where we were talking about how this game... We were talking about the localization announcement for this game. I think that was like around episode 11. Holy shit. And now
I was like, oh my god, they're seriously bringing this game over. Why?
People, it seems to be getting... A lot of people seem to say that the game is good but not great. Like, there's a lot of lost potential or something like that. It seems to be a common thing I'm seeing.
Yeah, the dungeon aspects are pretty... like, the dungeon crawling aspects are pretty boring. They're kind of like Persona 3 and 4 and, to an extent, early Mega 10 games, where you really have to like dungeon crawlers in order to find entertainment from them. And since I play a lot of Mega 10 games, I like the dungeon crawling aspect of this game. And the battle system's pretty unique, actually.
Makes sense.
Kind of interesting.
So, would you recommend purchase for everyone listening?
It's an acquired taste, but I'm pretty sure a lot of our listeners would play this game.
Should they try the demo, or is the demo shit?
The PS Vita demo is pretty much chapter 1. The 3DS demo is complete and utter ass.
I actually saw, didn't Atlus USA reply to one of your tweets?
Yeah, they replied to one of my tweets. I complained about... I said, why was the 3DS demo so bad? And then they were like... We had to make it that way because of technical issues, and I was like, oh, okay.
Atlus Senpai noticed you.
Yeah, Atlus Senpai noticed me.
Oh man, that's great. I like how they actually replied to that. Oh man, but yeah.
I was like, I'm still gonna buy 2 copies of the game. I just wanted to know why the 3DS demo was so terrible.
I haven't actually played it yet, even though I've been meaning to. I'll probably pick that up when it goes down in price. Like, I don't think that's something I'd care to buy at full price, but when it's like 10, $20 maybe.
Yeah.
I have enough RPGs I need to play through. Speaking of RPGs I played through, that's pretty much how I spent my 2 weeks since we last recorded. As you can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather, so that kind of has sucked.
Kind of a sucked.
Kind of sucked.
There you go.
Thanks, man. Oh man, no, but yeah, I've been coughing up a storm. I'll try to edit these out as best as possible, but yeah, I feel like I'm dying inside. But yeah, I did what every human should do, and I finished my third playthrough of SMT 1.
Cool.
Yeah, so I got the law ending in that, and now I think I'm finally ready to review it, which I probably could have done a long time ago, but I just never did. So expect that soon. And instead, I decided that, well, originally I was gonna play Nocturne right after I was done with SMT 1, but I feel kind of burnt out on mainline SMT for now, because I played SMT 4, and then I just kind of worked on my SMT 1 playthrough whenever I wasn't studying or doing other stuff. And now that's done, and I've spent a good couple months just working on mainline SMT games, so I kind of want something a little different. So I'm going to play Digital Devil Saga instead. Finally,
Yay.
finally get that out of the way. So yeah, I actually have a playthrough in that, like a save file that I probably am just going to delete then start over. Might as well just
Just
play it from
probably have no
scratch.
idea where you are.
Probably. I think I killed Harley. Spoilers
Spoilers.
for 3 hours into the game. I think after I killed Harley, I stopped playing. So yeah, I wasn't very far at all. But yeah, I guess we should get into news now instead of just what we've been doing. So first thing is we missed out on 3 Persona Q battle trailers. Want to
Yes, they're
describe
showing
those
off
for
all
us?
out attacks. They're showing off all out attacks and all that stuff.
Yes, they were, and they showed off boost mode, which honestly is kind of hard to figure out what the hell's going on if you don't know what boost mode is beforehand. I had to refresh myself on what exactly was going on during that trailer. But yeah, it looks pretty solid. No complaints.
Yeah, except for the fact it's in first person.
No, it's okay though, because when they do the attack animation, the camera slightly pulls out. That makes it okay.
Yes.
Oh man, fuck those people. It's so dumb. I honestly don't get it. It's like, what's the difference between an animation showing in first person or an animation being shown in third person? Like, it's both just repeated animation. Like, there's barely a difference. I don't know if people are silly,
But
but
I want to be behind the character. Not, I don't want to see through their eyes. There's a difference.
there is a difference.
I
Oh,
was kind of half expecting Conception 2 to be a first person dungeon crawler,
oh, it's not.
but to my surprise, it was third person. Not that
Ah,
I, yeah, it's first person. I mean, not, it's third person.
ah. I don't know why. I kind of figured it was first person. Huh. Oh well. Still seems interesting. Interesting enough to buy it when it goes down in price.
Yeah.
It's my opinion. But yeah, saw more Persona Q stuff. Also, you and I have been talking about this. Actually, we talked about this last week on our failed episode recording that never showed up because it was not that great. But I don't think
Yeah.
either of us have still figured out. It seems like they're using either new art or remastered art in the Persona Q trailers for the
I
Personas.
know I know like the main characters I think the main characters personas are new art and the other personas are remastered art from older Mega 10 games.
Okay. That would make sense. It because I remember we couldn't figure it out because well I guess it's hard to keep track of every single pose and every single picture of all the demons and stuff, but it's like damn, they're actually making assets, yay! So
Yay. Oh. Or they're probably just new and they're gonna reuse those in Persona 5.
oh god, they're gonna use 3DS art assets.
Yes.
Uh, it'd be great. So moving on to more Persona stuff. Persona 3 Blu-ray. Man, this looks
Yeah.
like shit. Oh
Yeah,
jeez.
it's expensive and there's no English dub.
Yeah, it's sub only, and it's I think $60 for the standard edition, which is the
$60
cheapest
for the
version.
standard edition, which is the cheaper version. It's like $80 for the deluxe edition, which has commentary in it, but the commentary is not even subtitled, and there's like, and it comes with like posters and all that stuff.
Wait, so it has commentary that you can't understand because they didn't even bother subtitling the commentary.
Yeah, they didn't subtitle the commentary.
Wow. That's that's pretty bullshit. So
Yeah.
this situation pisses me off. Well, first of all, I like to point out you and I before have talked, I think, one or two times on this very podcast about how anime prices are bullshit. And
Anime prices are straight up bullshit unless you're buying wow, can't talk. Anime Blu-rays from America.
even then, some of those are pretty pricey. But
Like Aniplex's Blu-rays. The Gurren Lagann set, that's like $600.
oh gosh, fuck that. As much as I love Gurren Lagann, no, just no. There's no way.
No,
It's not
there's
worth it.
no way.
Not worth it at all. But yeah, like this is just ridiculous. And what I find particularly disgusting is that this is one of their cheaper
Yeah, this
products.
is one of their cheaper releases.
And I just remember because I was on our Mega 10 and I can't remember if I posted the news stories or I was just looking at the news story as it was posted or something. And I was like, or actually, no, someone else posted it. And I was one of the first few replies. I'm like, man, that pricing is ridiculous. And someone commented, oh, no, it's okay because it's cheaper than usual. I'm like, no, it's not okay because it's still 60 damn bucks for one movie. That is not
It's
okay.
60 bucks for one movie, and they're gonna bring over all of the rest of the three, so 60 times 4, that's like
240.
60 times 4. Sorry, I'm not really good at math.
240.
Even though I'm taking a math class right now. Well,
Damn it,
I
Katsu.
just got done with math homework.
I am
I'm
the
not really
brains
good
of
at
this
math.
podcast. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm the brawn. That's why I'm Chaos Zero.
God damn it. That was good. But man, yeah, like that's just ridiculous though, 'cause like I'm just surprised at the amount of people that were defending it. It's like, no, that's still not
No,
okay.
and they're not even dubbing it either, so it's not like
Exactly.
you're. Because I know there was a whole bunch of people who wanted to buy the movie, even if it was that expensive, if there was at least a dub for it, and there wasn't even one.
Uh, but yeah, that that's pretty crazy. But I guess if you want to be a
If you want
law-abiding,
to shell out, yeah, if you want to shell out the cash, go ahead.
yeah,
Us neutral folk aren't going to do it.
yeah, I'm gonna stream and or torrent that shit as soon as it's available. So- yeah, I'm not crazy. So yeah. Oh man, but moving on to even more Persona news. Oh man, well I think since you're the Persona 4 Arena guy, you should take this.
Okay, so I think it was like yesterday,
2 days ago.
2 days ago, Best Buy put up a description for Persona 4 Ultimax, and it mentioned two characters that were going to be playable, and those two characters were Kanemata from Persona 3 and Rise Fujikawa from Persona 4.
What's more
Now,
interesting too is that well, first of all, actually two things I want to say. One is that apparently apparently this Best Buy page was found by two people from NeoGAF, one of whom I talked to on Twitter a little bit. He's a cool guy, Smedwix, and then I think he said his friend Lemstar, I believe his name was. I apologize if I'm screwing that up. But those two found it, and then they made it known to the internet. And within, like, I want to say an hour, the entire Persona fan base just freaked the fuck out, which was hilarious.
because one, Kanemata, hello, you either like Ken or you hate his fucking guts because of what he did to Shinji.
I just think he's okay. He's okay.
And the other part was like, Rise? How is she going to play? Like, she
Well,
can't fight.
I remember because you said at first, you thought that the Rise thing was just Best Buy fucking up, right?
Yeah.
Well, but then I looked at it again, and then it said play as, and then it listed all the characters. But then when it listed Rise, it said Persona 4 Arena commentator Rise. So like they acknowledged that she was a commentator or whatever in the
So what
first
if it's
game.
not even? It's not. What if it wasn't? What if it's not Rise, but like General Teddy disguises Rise or something like that? Or what if it's just Shadow Rise?
Well, like, cause I was kind of siding with you when you suggested that, but then when I looked again, I'm like, oh no, but they do differentiate. They do say that she was a commentator in the first game, so they probably know. Also, another thing, apparently on the
On
desktop.
Twitter.
Oh wait,
uh,
hold on. On the desktop
on
version of Best Buy's website, you cannot
yeah.
access the Ultimax page anymore, but apparently you still can on the mobile version. At least at the time of this recording, which is funny
Oh,
because they
and
fucked
also
up in putting it down.
yeah, and also on Twitter, Ken's Japanese voice actor, Ogata Megumi-san, she talked about Persona 4 Ultimax, and she was like, "Stay tuned for the 25th, people." Well, 24th in
24th.
Japan, but she was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." She was like, "Stay tuned for the 24th, people." And I was just like, "Yeah, Ken's confirmed."
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the other thing we should say.
And there was also another thing. In the original Persona 4 Arena's Japanese website, in the coding for that, we found a silhouette of a thing. We didn't know what it was, but we did notice that there was some similarities to that silhouette in Ken's Persona Kalanemi. So Ken might have been planned for the first game, but they might have left him out.
That would be interesting. That could be really cool if they throw him in there then. But one thing I do want to point out too is I don't know when exactly this announcement. This kind of slipped under the American Persona fan base's radar, I think, for a little while. Apparently, Arc System Works announced that there was going to be a major Ultimax
Yeah,
announcement on the 24th, and like they made that announcement a couple days ago, and then this leak came out.
and then Ken's voice actor.
Yeah, like I think it's safe to say Rise and Ken confirmed for console version of Ultimax at this point.
Yeah, at least
So
console, maybe not arcade.
I'm not sure because I have a feeling maybe
Yeah, because like
they could
Ultimax
do a
comes out in
thing.
Ultimax comes out in 2 months in Japan, so they might just be console exclusive, or they might be coming to arcades then console, but we'll see. Because I know Atlus has like more tricks up their sleeves. They're probably going to reveal even more characters than just those two.
Well,
Because
don't
let's
what
be
they
honest, Rise and Ken.
usually don't they make it so that whenever they come out with a home version, they have those characters exclusive to the home version, so people go out and buy that, and then they make them available for the arcade,
Yeah,
so like they can sell units.
yeah.
They might do that. Anyways, continue on with whatever you were.
Because like I don't think Ken and Rise are it. I think there's going to be more. Guys, there's got to be at least like one or two more characters that they're going to announce or that they're going to tease, and then they aren't going to say anything about those characters until like console.
That makes sense. I kind of hope we get a few more characters. The more the merrier. Persona 4 Arena
Yeah,
Vanilla really didn't even have that big of a cast in the first place, which I think was kind of a good thing and a bad thing because it the tournament scene for that game kind of seemed to have an issue where I think people, just viewers, kind of got bored watching it because to them, they're seeing the same characters over and over again.
it was only the three characters, which were Narukami, Chie, and freaking Mitsuru, with a
Maybe
dash
I.
of Shadow Peppers.
Oh yes, yeah. You had Slab in there, and you also had some Igus. Um,
Yeah.
Once in a while,
Like every time there was a character that wasn't them on there, everyone got hype.
every time there's a Nakihiko, someone would get hype. But
Yeah.
I think honestly that was a major thing they wanted to deal with in Ultimax because like the first thing they announced right off the bat, hey, we're doubling the roster just by adding shadow characters alone. Like they know. So
Yeah.
good on Arxis for that. I'm pretty hyped for that game. Oh, also, the website seemed to have leaked the release date, which seems to be September 16th for North America. I think it's either the 16th
September
or the
16th?
19th.
That
16th.
makes sense. I think, yeah, one of those. One of those is a Tuesday. Games usually come out on Tuesday.
Yeah. Uh, Actually, I'll check real quick. Um, September, yeah, 16th is a Tuesday.
Yep.
So that makes sense. And I kind of wonder what the pricing is going to be like. I kind of hope it's not $60, but I'm expecting it to be.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be full retail.
Yeah, which I'm kind of depressed about, but it makes sense. I just I don't know. Like I feel kind of bad paying for fighters I know I'm not gonna probably play that much full price, but I probably will just bite the bullet on that
Mm.
because I don't know. I've just kind of given up on anime fighters at this point. I just need to realize the only thing I can be good at is Marvel. I'm that type of
Yeah, just Marvel and only Marvel.
guy. I'm that type of guy. Oh man. So yeah, that seems pretty hype. Hopefully that release date sticks because September is actually a pretty good time to release a game in my opinion just because nothing comes out ever. And it's just kind of
Yeah, nothing comes out in the fall.
yeah, it's kind of nice to have stuff in there. Well, stuff comes out in fall in like November, like the very late fall. That's when all the big shit comes out.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think actually like September is usually when NIS America releases their games. Because I know Disgaea 4 came out in September. Danganronpa 2 is coming out in the fall.
that makes sense.
So, yeah.
I wonder when Persona Q is coming out. I'm probably around October, maybe November then. Be
Yeah.
interesting to see. You know, I was kind of I actually kind of thought maybe that we'd get Persona Q first.
They're
Oh,
probably going to release Ultimax first since it's kind of a priority.
yeah, that could be. You know, Arxis might want want in on that too. Like, well, I guess they did just release Chrono Phantasma, so that never mind. That theory doesn't really hold true, but you know, maybe they just want get stuff over there too.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, and then we have one more thing to talk about, which is a game that seems to be very heavily influenced by SMT4.
It's
So
not a shameless ripoff like Mind Zero.
it's not a shameless ripoff. It has a bit of influence, it seems like.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's called Lost Dimension, and it's made by Landcurse. And if you have never heard of that company before, then you are not alone because I don't think anyone has. But
Yeah.
they seem to be a company that they seem to be a group of developers that never really made their own shit until right now. They seem to kind of help out bigger companies with their projects. For example, they worked on porting over a few things to PSN and like port work and stuff like that. But also
Didn't they work on Etrian Odyssey and Strange Journey?
most notably, they worked on Strange Journey and they worked on Etrian Odyssey, which makes sense because Strange Journey and Etrian Odyssey use the same engine. At least the
Yep.
DS ones do. So they come out with this new game and it's called Lost Dimension. And I'm actually going to put side by sides of SMT4 and this game because the character designs look pretty similar.
They
Like,
look like they're wearing those damn samurai costumes.
yes, they do. It's oh man, it's ridiculous, but like to be fair, it's nowhere near as much of a like actually I won't even say it's a ripoff at all. Like Mine Zero, obviously Mine Zero was totally ripping off Persona. This
Yeah.
not so much. This seems to just have some influence behind it. For example, well actually I should say it seems like they're ripping off a lot of things and making it into one new game and SMT is kind of part of that. For example, so you use weapons called materia, so totally not inspired by Final Fantasy VII, and you work for some secret organization, and you're trying to defend humanity, and you have like 13 days before the world ends or something crazy like that. So yeah, it seems like just to be a lot of stuff thrown into a blender, and it actually looks pretty cool. I want to play this if it comes out to the States.
Yeah. I laugh if Atlus USA was the one who picked it up.
Mate, that'd be so awesome. That would be great. Well, actually, yeah, excuse me. One thing I want to point out is this seems to be. I almost feel like these guys somehow looked at common complaints Western fans had of SMT4, or I guess not even complaints, but requests that fans have had for SMT4, and just kind of made it into a game. First things first, it's in deserted New York City. There's a lot of SMT fans that want SMT to get out of Japan. Second thing, it's on PlayStation 3 and Vita. Those are probably the second or the big two consoles that people wanted SMT4 to be on instead of 3DS.
Oh,
and
fucking 3DS.
it has like third-person battle stuff, and you actually see the character models and stuff. So it almost feels.
And isn't there a female protagonist too?
I don't know offhand, but if that's true, throw that on there too. But yeah, it honestly seems like there's a lot here to cater to the SMT naysayers and SMT fans alike. So that's pretty interesting.
Oh yes.
Hopefully things go well with this game. It looks pretty interesting. I like the concept. Character designs look a little generic-y in my opinion, but that's okay.
Generic standard anime character designs.
So I think it's about time we move on to the mail.
Emails.
Emails. Okay, so first email we have is from someone who wants to be called Hime, so I'm assuming they're female. Um, but she asks, "Hey guys, been watching the podcast since about episode 12 or 13. But anyways, got three questions. The first one is, have either of us played the Ace Attorney series? I have not.
I've played the first one, and that was it.
Was it good?
It was great.
There you go. Is there a reason you never picked up the others, or just didn't care to?
I didn't really care to.
Ah. I tried out the demo for one of those back in the day when you could connect your Wii to your DS and you can download demos off the Wii eShop. That was I played the demo for one and thought it was interesting, but I never really gave it a shot. Uh, and two, if SMT or Persona could cross over, what game series would you like it to cross over with?
Persona Cross Conception. Nah.
Oh my god. We answered.
Okay, can you just imagine classmating with Yukari or Mitsuru? That would be amazing.
You're literally just printing money, Katsu.
I'm printing money.
Oh.
Atlus and Spike Chainsaw should hire me. I should direct this project.
Oh man, please understand. I actually think we answered this before a long time ago, but
We got new ideas.
yeah, got new ideas. It's been a few months.
Persona Cross JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd actually be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty awesome.
Stands and personas just flat out wouldn't work. Like that would just be weird. I don't know, but I'd like to see where they went with that.
Yes.
And
They would just like stands and personas would just be interchangeable, or maybe stands are just stronger personas because they're more solid or something. I don't know.
more solid.
Yes.
Whoa, I had an idea. Okay.
What?
So what if you had Shin Megami Tensei, right?
Uh huh.
Then you had Dante from Capcom's
Yes.
Devil May Cry series thrown in the mix.
Yes.
Print money, throw a sticker on it that says featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series. You got yourself a game.
Yes, you do.
I actually think Devil May Cry works pretty well with SMT considering all the demon angel stuff
Yeah.
in both games. It actually works fairly well.
But we are gonna get Dante. We're gonna get Dante. Dante and his brother Virgin.
Brother Virgin. And there's a few others, like anything that kind of has like an occult type mix to it. Well, I guess you could say like Castlevania probably could work too.
Yeah.
Like anything that's kind of like gothic or occult-y stuff like that. Maybe Silent Hill, that could be interesting if they managed to actually, oh my god, can you imagine trying to run away from Kaneko demon designs or something?
Oh my god, those would be terrifying.
I know that'd be pretty legit. Not gonna lie.
or like Resident Evil Cross SMT. Just have Wesker. Just have Wesker and Ouroboros.
Oh man.
Like the actual demon Ouroboros.
Yes. And then he could take that Ouroboros and mix it with his Ouroboros.
Yes.
Get the ultimate demon virus. Oh jeez. Or actually, I've thought of this too. This is like a very dumb idea, but I've always kind of wanted there to be like a Shin Megami Tensei mod for like Civilization 5 or something. I think that'd be cool, just to play a tactical Civilization type game with SMT themes thrown in the mix.
And Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yes, he could be your ultimate unit.
Yes.
You could only have one of. He'd be like an ICBM, but a person. Okay, and also, last question. Would you like a main canon female protagonist in Persona 5 or any other SMT game? Or at least
Yeah,
have the option
we've
to?
already we've already had them.
Yeah.
Maya and Tamaki.
hmm I agree. I think it's about time we have another, or at least have the option to, because, like, let's be honest, Flynn, the Strange Journey protagonist, pretty much have no personality. Demi-Fiend,
Yeah,
you
they
could,
don't.
Demi-Fiend, you could kind of argue has a little bit of a character to him, but aside from that, like, as of late, mainline games, you've been pretty much a blank slate.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I see no reason not to. Especially with Persona though too, I think that is kind of an important choice, and I kind of wish they had those thrown in because like characters and people you social link with are going to react
They
differently talking to a
yeah, they're
man
going
or a
to
woman,
react. Yeah, they're
especially high
definitely going to react.
schoolers.
Yeah, could you imagine like the female, like if they had a female protagonist of Persona 4, how she interact with like Kanji?
Oh God, it'd be great.
Yeah,
I'd love that. That'd actually be
yes,
pretty
it'd be
cool.
great. Yeah, that would be a great that would be a great social link.
Just awkwardly flirting and making Yosuke upset.
Yes,
That'd be amazing too. I'd love to see those scenes.
and then you spend Christmas with Kanji or Yosuke
Or Teddy. Plot
or
twist.
Teddy. Plot twist.
Oh man, so great. But yeah, I think that answers that. But yeah, I kind of hope that more games in the future allow you to just have a female protagonist, because that'd be nice. That'd-
Yeah, so especially for Persona, it's part of the psychology of the thing, of the matter.
yeah, especially too if they want you to get immersed, because I know there's probably plenty of female Megami Tensei players that can't get as immersed because their avatar is a male figure.
Yeah.
I can see that being an issue for people, and that's not great. So hopefully that's a thing, but you never know. Atlus, please. But anyways, also, so she says, great job, keep up the amazing work. So yeah,
Yes, thanks.
thank you, Hime, for that email. So this one is from Yamato Takeru, and he is stricken with even more bouts of unoriginality when it comes to questions. So what 3D non-SMT games are you most hyped for this year? Or actually, no, he just says
Ah.
most hyped for. It's not this year, just in
Oh,
general.
well, I'm gonna say this year. I am hyped for Freedom Wars, Tales of Hearts R, and and Danganronpa 2. I had to decide between several other games, but yeah, those are my three.
He lists his as X2, MGS5, and Conception 2. This was sent before Conception 2 came out, so yeah, that makes sense.
Conception 2's already out, so I already got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna say those three because Tales of Hearts R got announced today, even though Namco Bandai wasn't supposed to announce it today.
Yeah,
They're
didn't
like,
they
whoops.
what did
Yeah,
they do? They
they
fucked up.
posted the video and then they took it right down because they posted it too early. But some of the listeners on some of the viewers on Silicon Air grabbed screenshots and another guy downloaded the video
Oh, what
and
a badass. So yeah, that's probably everywhere.
posted it unlisted. So now we know that Tales of Hearts R is coming this fall. So it's already kind of too late. They should have just kept it up.
They
But I
should
guess
have at that point.
there was probably something that they had to show first. So yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, that could.
they should have just put it up there and be like, "Hey, Tales of Hearts R, rejoice."
Wasn't that the one where the director said something like, "Oh, once Tails
Yeah,
fans stop or once Tails
once
fans start
once Vita no,
supporting us or something."
it's like once Vita starts selling in North America, we'll bring those games over.
Which it seems to have finally picked up now, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean, this is really unheard of. We're getting like three Tales games in 1 year. I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine that 3 years ago. But like, what? Three Tales games in 1 year in America? That's impossible.
I'm actually not gonna lie. In recent times, I've kind of wanted to get a Vita, but I'm still holding out, and I really hope the Vita TV comes over here because I'd just rather pay the $99 and get that instead of the damn $200 handheld. Like just release the Vita TV, please.
Vita
Please.
TV, please.
Yeah, because that'd just be great. That'd solve all my issues. And it's cheap.
And
That's
yeah,
honestly the biggest decision, and that is it's cheap.
it's cheap.
Yeah, because I don't
Oh
know,
man,
like I can't shell out money like I used to for
makes me wonder
Christmas
what they're
stuff.
going to release. What kind of games they're going to announce at E3? Because Sony, I have a feeling Sony's E3, they're just gonna come out swinging again. They're like,
I've
yeah, they're gonna be like, yeah, we're the best, and here's why.
I have a feeling both Nintendo and Sony are going to have some good shit at E3 because Nintendo has like nothing coming out next year, it seems like.
Yeah, but they're probably going to announce all of their shit for next year to be
Yeah, that'll
like,
be awesome.
here's what 2015 is going to be like.
Maybe it'll finally convince me to buy a Wii U.
Hey, I'm probably going to buy a Wii U for Smash if Crom gets confirmed.
Well, you know they have the characters are the same for 3DS and Wii U, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but you'd still buy the Wii U.
Yeah, I'll still buy the Wii U version because it's on console and it's going to look much better.
Oh,
It's going to be nice 1080p 60
you
frames.
you graphics whore.
Nice 1080p 60 frames a second. And they said the Wii U couldn't do that, and like the Xbox One is still struggling to achieve that.
I've heard really bad things about Xbox One resolution stuff.
Yeah, I heard that one of their games has a patch to bring up the resolution to 900p.
It's so weird.
Like one of their upcoming, I think one of their, yeah, it's strange.
That's not even like a thing. Oh man.
Yeah, there's no such thing as 900p. It's just a lie.
Uh, oh, then also, oh shit, did I even say my three games? I don't think I did.
You need to say your three games.
Ooh, well, let's see. I'm trying to think. I guess Watch Dogs seems pretty good, except the more stuff that gets released for Watch Dogs, like
The less hype it seems.
yeah, like I don't know, like it just looks kind of like more of a generic open world game to me now that more information has come out about it. And I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
I already have GTA 5 in my life, and whenever I feel like doing an open world sandbox type thing, I just put that on. Let's see, what else though? Oh man, there's a few games I've been excited for. Phantom Pain, actually, yeah, MGS5. As much as I kind of shat on Ground Zeroes for certain aspects of the gameplay, I actually think that overall Phantom Pain seems to be one of the better Metal Gears whenever that comes out. Hopefully the story goes interesting places. And then third,
Well, it
probably,
is. It is a Kojima game.
yeah. Oh man. Ooh. And then third is probably going to, for me, be Yatagarasu, which is an indie fighting game made by ex KOF and ex Street Fighter 3 developers. Like they teamed up because they are out of work and they made a indie fighting game named Yatagarasu. I actually already have the Japanese version, but they are localizing it officially, so that looks pretty hype.
Yay.
It plays really well too. Whenever that comes out, if you guys see it, even if you're not really that great at fighters and stuff, it's so basic that you should be able to get a hang on it fine. It's pretty nice in that regard. So yeah, and also he asked if there's another podcast crossover with Uslink FM, will it be named Ultimate COS versus Uslink FM 3, A Fate of Two Podcasts? I thought that's what our last one was.
I don't know. I can't even
I
remember.
can't remember anymore.
It'll be called S Lake FM versus Cathedral of Shadows Part 3 Stardust Crusaders. I mean Podcast Crusaders.
Yeah, I was about to say, whoa now, copyright.
Okay, Podcast Crusaders.
Yeah, there we go. Featuring our opening song, Please Understand Proud.
Yeah.
Oh man. We are literally the worst thing ever. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Takeru. So this is an email from the Lemon of Truth, and he says, "Hey guys, love the show. Always makes my commute to class just a little bit better." He wants to know if we have any thoughts on the Megami Tensei OVAs from the 80s and 90s. This includes both Tokyo Revelation and DDS Megami Tensei, assuming we've seen either. Now, I don't think either of us have seen either of these, right?
Nope.
Now, this is an idea I've had for a little while. Are you familiar at all with riff tracks, Katsu?
Not really.
Okay, so what riff tracks are? Well, actually, do you know what Mystery Science Theater 3000 is?
No.
Oh God, really?
Nope.
Holy shit! So basically, what riff tracks are? These things kind of go hand in hand. I expected you to know Mystery Science Theater, but you don't. So I'll just have to explain this differently. Basically, what riff tracks are is it's an MP3 file that people record as they watch a movie. Like they go like 3, 2, 1, press play, and then they watch the movie and basically provide a commentary track over it, then record it, and then you just put it up for people to download. So then when people want to watch it themselves, they can play the MP3 as they start the movie and listen to your thoughts on it or whatever as you go. And generally,
Hmm.
people do it to like make fun of bad movies or something that just makes the experience more funny or stuff like that. But I thought
Yeah.
maybe we could, since neither of us have seen these, I think it'd be pretty hilarious if we both like if we watched either of these and recorded something like that, maybe a bonus episode of the podcast where we just kind of gave a live reaction to what was going on.
Yeah. That's if we could even find any Megami Tensei OVA videos.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. I see them on YouTube all the time.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll probably just download them all off YouTube.
Yeah, they're. I think there's two, and I think they're both just a single episode,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. Like I think they're more so movies than they are OVA series or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I think we should do that at some point. That'd be funny. So thank you, Lemon of Truth, for asking us this question because it gave me a gateway to propose this idea. Actually, guys, if you want to see that yourself, comment below and let us know if it's a good idea or not. Because if it's a dumb idea, then we won't do it. But if people
Yeah.
want to see it, just tell us. All right, so yeah, thank you, Lemon of Truth, for that. So this one's from Howard, and he wants to know. Well, first of all, he says that loves the show because it's one of the only few SMT things that he can find that isn't Persona. And what he wants to know, he has a couple questions to ask. First one, how do we feel if Yahweh was a recruitable demon?
Um, you better be good.
Yeah, he better be OP as hell, but I'd be down for that. Like if he was like the best demon in the game or something, or close, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. Maybe New Game Plus only, just to mess around with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. So second question, Persona versus SMT. So I think he means like, do we prefer Persona or mainline?
I prefer Megaten.
Yeah, there we go. I think I slightly enjoy mainline more, but I think that's kind of unfair. I don't think I'm qualified to make this. I don't think I'm
Statement.
Yeah, because I've only beaten Persona 3, whereas I've played a shit ton more mainline personally. So I honestly think I need to get back on that whenever I play more Persona. But I like both, but as for right now, I'll have to say Devil Survivor 2.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds. Um, Third question, SMT4 anime, if they made one, what route should they follow?
We're probably just going to do neutral. And
Yeah,
it's probably going to
yeah,
be terrible.
that's pretty. It'd probably be pretty bad, given the recent track record of Megaten animation adaptations.
Given the recent track record of game adaptations in general, the last good one was Sengoku Basara, and that was like in 2010.
Oh
It
man,
was a long time ago.
wasn't the Blaze Blue one just utter shit? Like that didn't even
Yeah,
second season, did it?
it didn't get a second season. Like, Arc System Works could have hired Gonzo. They could have
Hanzo
hired
Gonzo, the fighting game
yes,
player.
Yeah, they could have hired him. They could have hired
Well, Hanzo
freaking
Gonzo does have a show named The Show That Sucks, so
yeah.
maybe it would have
They,
fit.
they could have hired Gonzo. They could have hired Production IG. They could have hired Madhouse because all three of them worked on BlazBlue openings and anime cutscenes, and they were all really well done.
So that
But
relationship's
instead,
already there.
and then they decide to hire Hoods, and Hoods has only done one anime before BlazBlue, and that was a generic ecchi, and it's a really garbage generic ecchi because
For
every
those of you
generic
who
ecchi
don't
is garbage.
know, ecchi is softcore anime porn.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had to throw that in there for the few that didn't know. Please understand. But yeah,
Yeah,
I heard that was
and
utter shit. I also heard Danganronpa was shit, but that was from the same guy that made Persona 4 and Devil Survivor 2, so that doesn't surprise me.
yeah, Danganronpa was terrible. Dude, the characters didn't even look like themselves from the game. The animators really didn't bother capturing like the game's art style, except during the execution scenes.
That game's art style doesn't even seem to be that hard to animate either. Like
Yeah,
it kind of seems like it's done for you almost with that art style. That's weird. I still need to play that, damn it. I have a fan
Dang it,
translated
Ron Paul.
ISO on my computer.
Dang it, Ron Paul.
Yeah, dang it, Ron Paul. Um, and then also, last question. SMT4 remake on PS3, PS4 Vita. Our thoughts? Um,
It's kind of too early for that, and
yeah, it just
if
came
it
out.
ever, yeah, we probably wouldn't get one for like another 10 years.
Like,
I probably have a family by then.
yeah, give it like
But
4 or 5 years, and I'd be down. I mean, you'd probably not have PS3 at that point, but Vita, like,
probably Vita would probably have like the next thing after the Vita.
yeah, we'd probably have the next Sony handheld, but maybe PS4.
Yeah, PS4. PS4 seems like it's gonna stick around for a while.
Well, every Sony console sticks around forever. I mean, hell,
Yeah,
there's more games coming out this year for the PS3 that I care about than the PS4, which is
yeah.
crazy.
Sony consoles stay with you forever. Just think about the PS2. It was around until like what, 2 years ago?
I'm looking at it right now. I've had this PS2 since launch, and I think I've pretty much almost always had it hooked up. There's always something to play on the PS2. Like, oh my God,
I've
PS2 is my favorite console.
yeah. I've gone through several PS2s since its launch, and like that's my console of choice because it
There's
just has
just
so
so
many
much shit for
games.
it.
Yeah, so
Like
many games.
every genre you can think of has a good game of it on PS2, pretty much.
Yeah, like even some sports games were pretty good.
hmm I'd actually say that's where a lot of the best sports games came from, was that era, that GameCube PS2 era.
That freaking console.
hmm So good.
Yeah, that freaking console, man. Yeah, I think the PS3 is going to stay with us for like another 6, 7 years
Probably.
before they just rest in peace. It yeah.
All right, so this one is from. Oh, also thank you, Howard, for that question or those questions. This one is from Rush Hour Duck.
Yes, thank you.
Rush Hour Duck asks us if we've ever gotten a platinum trophy for any game.
Yes, I've gotten a platinum trophy for a few games. Got one for Danganronpa and God Eater 2, and that was it.
Uh, I've my accomplishments are Crisis One, and that's not even on my main Rasen PSN anymore. That was on my personal PSN that I got rid of because I just wanted to move everything to one account. So yeah,
Yeah, my Danganronpa and God Eater platinums are on my Japanese account.
makes sense. Yeah, I kind of want to go back through Crisis on my main PSN and do that again just for shits and giggles. Crisis 1 is actually a really easy platinum. I think the hardest platinum is in that game is there's a mission where you get a tank, and the trophy is you get a trophy if you go through the entire level without your tank blowing up. But what
Mm.
you can do is just put the difficulty to easy, and then when you get your tank, just don't even go in the tank at all, and then just get a rocket launcher and blow up all the other tanks on the map, and then just go back to your original tank, and then just drive it to the end of the stage, and you got the trophy. It's the easiest.
Yay!
So aside from that, Crisis One has a ridiculously easy platinum. So it's also a really good game. I love that game. One of the better shooters out there, just
Yeah.
because of how diverse it is with the gameplay styles and stuff you can do. And then and then Rush Hour Duck says that he has platinums in Metal Gear Rising and Okami HD. And I'm not sure about Okami, but Metal Gear Rising is not an easy platinum.
Yes, it really is it.
That's hard. Um, and then he has another question: is what would we like to see in Metal Gear? Or yeah, Metal Gear Rising 2. Uh,
Dante.
oh God. So he says personally he doesn't care as long as Jetstream Sam is resurrected as a badass robot ninja man like Raiden.
Hey, that might happen.
Yeah, part of one thing I was disappointed about in the Jetstream Sam DLC in the first game was that I was kind of hoping that it'd let you play through Raiden's story mode as Jetstream Sam. And then you just get to a point where you're fighting Jetstream Sam as Jetstream Sam, because that'd be glorious.
Yes, that would be amazing.
That would be so awesome. But no, that never happened. But yeah, I'd love to see that. Also, I'd love to see the original concept of Metal Gear Rising make it as a full game. So I don't mean the stealth version of Metal Gear Rising. So when Metal Gear Rising was first announced, it was a predatory style stealth game where you could cut shit still, but you could also still get through the game without killing a single person. However, Kojima's team did not. They basically didn't know how the fuck they were going to balance that. So then they just handed the project over to Platinum, and we got Metal Gear Rising as we know it now. But before anything was even shown, Kojima said in an interview not too long ago that his original concept for Metal Gear Rising was a game that starred Gray Fox and about how he became a cyborg ninja. But then the development team made him change it to Raiden. Yeah. So I'd actually love to see that because Gray Fox is a fucking great character. That'd be cool. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you, Rush Hour Duck, for
Yay.
that email.
Yes, thank
So,
you.
this is our last email, and it's
I think that's it.
one more email. One more email. This is from Decarabia, or Deck as we call her. Good old Deck. She
Her.
Yeah. First, she wants us to read the subject line of the email, and the subject line of the email is Dr. Dong Wang. And her email just reads, "Please show everyone your Mara drawing skills, both of you." Yes. So I guess we have to draw
No.
Mara.
I'm not drawing Mara.
Really? I'm drawing Mara as we speak. Hold on, I need to get a
Okay.
pencil. I can't work on this right now, but fuck, I don't have a pencil.
And there it is.
I will find a pencil. Oh, is that a Sharpie? Yeah. Oh, wow, that desk screech. I am going to draw Mara in Sharpie, apparently, so I'll get back to you on that. You'll probably be seeing it right now. Just look at my Mara drawing and all its glory.
Yes.
So
Look
yeah,
at it.
That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry that we had to take a break last week, and I also am sorry if I can't edit out all this damn coughing, but I'm sick. So
Okay.
please understand.
Please understand. Please.
I cough as I apologize for coughing. Damn.
We're probably gonna have to take a pay cut to show how understanding you are.
Katsu, you just want all my COS money.
Yeah.
Of which I get none. Of which no one gets any because there aren't any ads on any of these videos. So yeah. This podcast brought to you by Mountain Dew. So yeah.
And Doritos.
And Doritos, yes. And Mountain Dew flavored Doritos. And Dorito flavored Mountain Dew. And Taco Bell. So yeah.
Yes. See ya.
Yeah, that's it. Bye guys.
Bye.
Take some from the rock. This love it wins for life. You can't tell